Hello, everyone, and welcome to Women of Radiance podcast, episode 1. I am Bella Ray, and I am here to really just talk to you straight, talk to you plain, and share information with you that will help you have a more fulfilling love life, help you have a more rewarding dating experience, and move closer to finding love. Now, first of all, I just want to say, I found something super special to me. I found this. Here's a little bit of ASMR for you. So I found this at Home Goods. Now, my favorite thing in the world is Star Wars. So Grogu on a mug was everything when I found him, and I had to have him. Super cute. Now, what I'm drinking in my mug is peppermint tea, and it's super delicious. I love tea. It's another one of my favorite things. Tea just really warms you and it soothes you when it's hot. And when it's a hot day outside, it refreshes you when it's cold. So I love tea and it's very versatile. Now, let's get into it. So one thing I really wanted to talk to you all today about is the fact of a lot of negativity when it comes to relationships are being broadcast on the internet. And the first thing that comes to my mind is the recent happenings of divorce. So divorce is something that we are seeing that is occurring more frequently as we are coming towards the holidays. And by the way, happy holidays and season's greetings to you all. So unfortunately, it is something that is occurring more frequently between family stress, financial stress. We are seeing a lot of dissolving of relationships, and public ones at that. I mean, we have the Will and Jada situation that occurred not too long ago. I don't know if they're actually divorced or not. I don't know what they're doing, but they're living their lives. We had the divorce of Tia Mowry. Now, she seems to be flourishing a bit after her divorce, because I really wasn't paying any attention before when she was married, but that's a divorce that occurred. We have Cynthia Bailey, who is from the Housewives of Atlanta, and we know she's about to bounce back. She's Cynthia Bailey. I love her. She'll be all right. We also have LaTruths. Now, if you don't know who they are, you can search them up. They have a lot of drama going on right now, and they are splitting according to what's going on right now. And that's very unfortunate because they do have a lot of children involved as well. And then also Derrick Jaxn. Derrick Jaxn is splitting up from his wife, and I mean, it's unfortunate, but I think that's something that just needed to happen a long time ago, and it's finally coming to a head at this point. But one thing I am seeing is that this is something that is really, really disheartening. I mean, as a single individual, it does make it seem like, wow, is there really something truly there for me? Is love really something that I should be pursuing? Is that something that I should be looking forward to in my future? And especially if you're interested in getting married, yeah, you should. That's my answer to you. You should still continue to search for it, still continue to look out for it, and be mindful of the thing that you want and go for your heart's desires. I mean, do not allow what's going on in social media to negatively impact you. So this is what I'm going to do for you right now. Come. I'm going to tell you and give you some advice that will hopefully help you as you continue your journey as you're dating. Okay. So this is the first thing we can do. Let me take a sip of my tea because I don't want to be parched as I'm talking. And this microphone picks up a lot of sound, so you might be able to hear me sipping on my tea from time to time. But anyway, let me tell you. So the first thing what you need to do is change your algorithm. Okay. The algorithm that you have on your social media is literally based on what you entertain, what you watch, and what you follow. So what you need to do is, if you're seeing a lot of negativity, if you're seeing a lot of things that bring you down, a lot of things that discourage you when it comes to relationships, you need to literally go in there. Okay. When a video comes up, this is what I've done. Those little 3 dots or whatever the function is to change the algorithm and say, I don't want to watch this anymore. You go in there, you click and select, I don't want to watch this anymore. And boom, you're going to start changing your algorithm when you start doing that more frequently when those types of videos pop up. Okay. That's the first thing. Second thing, now there are so many positive things out there. You can literally change your algorithm from being the negative, drama-filled, relationship problems, stuff that we are exposed to being something more positive. And when you see things that are positive, you heart it, you like it, and you comment on it, interact with it, engage with it, and that'll start changing your algorithm to being something more positive. So I'll do this sometimes when I see like wedding pictures, or I see wedding stories, or I see a lot of relationship stories. I mean, we do actually have people that we can follow that actually are giving positive images to us. I mean, for example, like we had the Obamas, Michelle and Barack Obama. I know Michelle just recently did an interview and she talks about her relationship, and no, marriage is not easy, and she has even attested to this. You know, there's ups and downs in the relationships, but it is something that is doable when you have the right one. And I think that relationship is a powerful testament to the unity and the blessings that come with when you find the right person for you, which is why I am still very much hopeful to find that for myself as well. Okay. We also have like Viola Davis and her husband. We also have people like, who else do we have? LL Cool J and his wife, Sierra and Russell Wilson. I mean, those are just a few people that are good examples of what we have to look forward to. So when we change our algorithm, we're going to be changing our algorithm from the negative and changing it to the positive, and looking for those positive things to actually engage with and interact with and follow. Now, the next thing we need to do is change the algorithm within our own minds. So what does that mean for you? So that means what you need to do is when you have negative thoughts, for example, if you're out here dating and you're talking to someone and they do something that you just despise, they're just disrespectful, or you just really dislike something that they do, you cannot generalize that as this is how men are, or this is how people are, because at the end of the day, that is that individual, and you should not be generalizing. You should take the thought process that, you know what, this is an incident that happened. This is a moment in time, and I have better opportunities elsewhere and obviously not here. Change the thought processes, because sometimes we get negative thoughts that come into our minds, and we need to literally go in and tweak that thought process to be something more positive and hopeful for ourselves. Mindset change is something that's definitely very important. And now, lastly, when it comes to dating and relationships, now I will say this. I like to do a lot of research. And because I'm someone who likes to do research, I did go and take the liberty to find some information that is going to be helpful for the journey of getting yourself to the love that you want. And when it comes to looking for a mate or looking for a partner, and I know it's not necessarily always easy, but there are very, very good people still out here in the world. Okay. I am leaning on experts who have done studies on this stuff. So because I like to read and I like to find out information and just to be a little bit more knowledgeable and aware, I'm going to be sharing this information with you. So how do you know when you're looking and you're dating, how you're finding someone, or how you're able to find someone who is actually going to be a good mate for you and has the potential, okay, based on characteristics of the individual. Okay, so actually that's not really potential, that's really being who they truly are. When you're asking questions and you're discovering more about them and you're investigating that person, because as a woman we need to be also logical and not just emotional, right? When you're doing that and you're searching and discovering about that person, you're going to be asking questions to get to know more about them, to know if that person for you is actually going to be a good mate. So here are some characteristic traits that you need to be looking out for when you are searching for that one. Now, this was an article by researchers by the name of Dr. Lucy Brown and Dr. Helen Fisher, and they are neuroscientists and biological anthropologists who study relationships. And so they put out an article from the Anatomy of Love. And the article itself is called, "If Someone is Actually Worthy of Your Love, They Will Consistently Show These 7 Qualities." The first quality that they talk about is the quality of having integrity. So that's really being able to stand on your word, being accountable, being dependable, reliable, and really just being someone that is not going to falter on your word. You're really going to stand by what you say. And I think that's something that's very important when you're looking for someone who can be that partner for you, be that relationship that you want, that will have the opportunity and the chance to go the distance. Okay. The next thing they discuss is someone who has empathy. Now, I've dated someone before who I found to be not empathetic at all. And let me tell you, it is a miserable experience. Drop that. Okay. Drop it. As soon as you see that that person is not empathetic, doesn't have any empathy for you, doesn't have any compassion for other people, doesn't show that they really care about others like that, even if it's their family members, listen, you need to reevaluate, reassess, rewind, back it up, drop it. Okay. It's not a good thing. All right. The next thing is openness. Is this person open? Are you able to communicate with this person? Are you able to have open conversations and go deeper than the surface with this person? Now, I've dated someone before who they really could not open up. And it's really hard to really talk to someone when they can't open up, because think about it. When you have a mate and you have problems going on in your relationships or whatever the case may be, you're going to want them to be open with you, because they need to be able to communicate. And if they can't do such a thing, then that's going to make more complications on the relationships, which is not going to be able to sustain healthy relationships with you. So openness, look for that. Okay. The next thing you want to look for is a strong moral compass. Okay. I think that goes without saying. You need to have some morals. Somebody has to have morals, and you need to be on the same page of what your morals are. You need to be in alignment. Now, you don't necessarily have to particularly have the same exact level of standing, but you need to have a level of understanding between each other that's going to be compatible and in alignment with what your values are, okay, as human beings. And the next thing they mention is stability. So when it comes to stability, they are mentioning here stability as far as financial stability, which is definitely important, okay, because financial issues is one main reasons why people get divorced, and emotional stability. And those two things are very important for sustaining relationships. You don't want to be with someone who's a roller coaster, just up and down, because guess what? They'll be taking you up and down on that roller coaster every chance they get. So yeah, you need to have somebody that's stable, because I mean, who wants to be dealing with somebody that is just emotionally a fireball? Like, no, you don't need to deal with that. You don't need to be dealing with that rubbish. Emotional and financial stability are important, okay? And don't let anyone tell you any difference, including that financial stability, honey. We're not dealing with the Build-A-Bears anymore, okay? We're not doing it. Now, the next one is commitment. Hello. Yeah. You would think, commitment is on the list. I mean, commitment, that really goes without saying. If the person can commit to, for example, if they're a single parent and they can raise a child and they can commit to doing that, they have the potential, or they show that they really can commit. Okay. And for example, if they have a job that they work and they've been there for years, that definitely is another sign that they can show that they can commit. Now, if they don't want to commit to you, that's another issue. But if they do, then you have a good chance that that person is going to be able to stick there and be by your side through thick and thin. Now, the last one that's on the list is a goal mindset. And a goal mindset is also a growth mindset. Can this person think about the future, think about what they want, plan it, execute it, and go towards it and move forward to it? Now, think about this. If that person doesn't have a goal for themselves, how on earth do you expect them to have a goal for you? Okay. Perfect example. I was talking to a guy one time before, and I asked him, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And he was like, I don't know. I don't think about that. Girl, dropped. Okay, that is a no-go. Nope, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Not doing it. Okay. So all in all, I hope that this information has helped you. I hope that you are inspired, and I hope that you're encouraged, because we are not doing the same things that we did last year. I've shared quite a bit of information in a short amount of time, but the whole purpose of this is for you to be able to glean the information that you need and to be able to internalize it and utilize it for the best of you and your growth and the foundations that you're going to set for yourself for the future. So I hope this information is helpful, and I know it definitely makes me feel good. I'm sorry, but I gotta get ready to go, because honey, I got a holiday party to get ready to go to. You know how it is during this time of year. So that is all for this podcast, and I will see you next time. Bye.